Another video in my series about Python games made with Pygame. I did a video on making an action game made with Pygame. This time I'll show you a hidden object game made with Pygame with the help of ChatGPT. I had made some hidden object games before as Android apps. These were written in Java and made in Eclipse. I've been wanting to do some hidden object games in Python since I started learning the language. It isn't so much an easy conversion from a Java game to a Python game. So these are more like starting from scratch, but they're not very complicated. Back in the day, I used Stack Overflow quite a bit as I followed along with tutorials on how to make Android apps. Nowadays, things are much easier because you have ChatGPT to help you to be your programming assistant, ready to answer just about any question you have and also provide code. So I opened up ChatGPT and had it provide the foundation in Python, and then I built on top of that, using my game ideas and assets like artwork, sound effects, music, most of which were public domain for this particular project. The end result is impressive to me because it is far superior to my old Android games. The selection of the object is pixel perfect, meaning you have to click or tap exactly on an object, rather than just in the rectangle coordinates of the object like in my old games. If you're curious, you can play this game on itch.io. It's free, only 3 levels, so I'm not really trying to sell anything. Like I said in my other game video, you need some programming knowledge. You'll need to know some of the basics of Python. You'll need to know your way around an IDE like Visual Studio Code. ChatGPT gives you a lot, but it can't do everything. And oftentimes you'll find yourself with a problem that the chatbot cannot solve or understand, for lack of a better word. You might drive yourself crazy if you just try to paste error codes to the chatbot and it gives you the wrong solution. Though pasting error codes is the right move, I would say probably 9 times out of 10. What you're seeing here is a basic Pygame setup. It's a window displaying some visual elements. There's a game loop that loops over and over again. And in that game loop is an event listener in the background waiting for events such as a mouse click. When a mouse clicks, it figures out where in the image background you click and checks to see if there's a hidden object there. For this basic game, you can click anywhere in no order of the object. It counts how many times you made an error though, as well as the total time you spent looking for the object. The objects are listed in dictionaries, making the code very readable and easy to understand. Alright, so I have Visual Studio Code opened up. Let's play the hidden object game. And what this is just a screen, and you have to find things that are hidden. The list of things that are hidden are up at the top, and then you can just start clicking. If you think you found something, it'll tell you nothing there, and have a little sound if you didn't find it. If you do find something, then it makes a sound, and it'll tell you, it'll outline it to show you that you already found that item. This little game is only 3 levels. It can make it a lot longer, but it's just really just for practice. I've tested this so many times. But you have, let's see, a green bottle somewhere. There's the green bottle. Flute, white dove, already found. And that's it. It'll tell you you found 28 wrong guesses. Well, you found all the hidden objects if you see this screen. And 28 wrong guesses, and it took 1 minute and 18. So this is basically the game under the hood. You got a import Pygame, basic Pygame stuff. You have a screen, load some assets. Here's the levels data, which is a dictionary. Basically sets the background image and then has all the objects on that level for each level. So this is level 1, and it'll have each of these things here. So then you have a bunch of functions like check collision, check where the X and Y is, object, and then which object, get width and get height, and then see if it's found. If it's found, if it hasn't been found, then found equals true. Load the levels data for each level. Doing it this way is easier so you can keep on adding more and more objects and add more and more levels rather than change, have a function for load level 1, load level 2, so on and so forth. Text like the label at the top that shows you which things to find. Really kind of clever way that the ChatGPT gave me all this code. And then there's the main function that shows while the game is playing, the clock is ticking, while running event in the pygame.get event.get. So that's basically a loop that keeps listening for events such as the mouse click. If you did find it, then it says found, correct sound play, else have the wrong sound play, and then nothing there. if the game is won, and then you change the background, basically, and you get there by total items found equals, and then the length of the list. So if there's 20, however many objects it is, that many objects, and then 1. And that's basically it. It's a simple Pygame, a simple hidden objects game made in Pygame. In the end, I had ChatGPT tell me how to use PyInstaller to make the game in exe, how to use Git Bash to upload the game to GitHub. It also told me about itch.io and other places to upload and share the game. If I ever win an award for this game, I'll be sure to make a massive amount of credit to ChatGPT. As usual, if your goal is to learn Python and learn programming, making a game is a great way to learn, but you need to ask questions about things you don't understand. You can even have the chatbot give you some multiple choice questions and answers to help you learn. This video is just to show you what's possible, not really to be a tutorial or anything. Though, please let me know if that's what you want. I can make one. Otherwise, I recommend getting on ChatGPT and start from there. It'll tell you everything you need to know. So that's it. I'll see you in the next video. Subscribe for more tech content about programming, AI, and other tech topics.